your takeaway from last night?
No, I thought we didn't come out very good in the first period, and then obviously battled back in the second and was playing some good hockey and got back into the game. But then in the third again, we didn't really get much. So I think obviously the position we're in right now, we have to be a little bit more desperate than what we were in the third period and come out with a little bit more jump.
How do you manufacture that, I guess, that urgency?
No, I think obviously the schedule and everything, we don't want to use that as an excuse, but I think you got to realize too, maybe you have to simplify it a little bit and obviously chipping pucks in, doing the little things that matters, and I think the game will kind of come when you do that.
What did you guys do, sir? What did you guys do well against Colorado a week and a half ago that you can bring into tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think we kept it really simple and we're skating and kind of let the puck do the work, and we were looking fast, and when we do play that way, we're a really good team. So I think that's what we want to get back to, and we have been, on the road we were playing good, really good hockey, and I think it was a little bit more simple place and the right place at the right time. I think we maybe trying to force it a little bit too much.
You guys have been such a good home team all season. What's the key to getting back to that place after these last few games at home?
Yeah, I think obviously we wanna play. We want this to be a tough building to come into and obviously take care of business at home. I think that's a huge part of it. So I don't think we have been able to do that the last 2 or 3 games at home. So get back to playing the way we can and like I said, simplify it a little bit. I think sometimes when you come home you want to be a little bit too cute and so kind of get back to that simple game and hard work team again.
What's the key to playing through pain? You left that game Wednesday. We thought maybe you'd be out for a bit, and then there you're back leading that game a nice time the other night. Like, how do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, when you get to my age, you gotta manage the body a little bit. No, just kidding. I know we've been talking about it a lot, but I think, I mean, obviously you wanna make sure that it's nothing too bad and you're gonna miss a bunch of games. So I felt good the next day and was able to play, so it was good.
With the Olympics coming up, whenever you do feel something like that, is there a little extra anxiety right now?
You know what? I try to stay focused on what we have here. We're in a position that we need points and we need to getting points. So that's all I'm focusing on right now, and obviously just manage it as a normal season. I don't look too far ahead, just trying to do what's best for the team and try to help the team out to get wins. That's what it all comes down to right now.
How do you manage it though when you're playing every second game? Sure, you'd like a day off.
Yeah, no, it's obviously it's tough, but it's something that everybody goes through and every team goes through. So you gotta, when you have the chance to rest up, you gotta take care of your body, and when you have a chance to manage the workload a little bit, I think that's key too. But at the same time, I think put in the work in the gym and off the ice is important too, just to stay ready.
Speaking of putting work in the gym, what was your reaction when you saw the condition of your coach?
What was that again?
What was your reaction when you saw the condition of your coach?
Yeah, he was. I mean, we knew he's a tough guy, but yeah, that's impressive. That's a good scar. But I'm just happy that he's doing good.
What was your initial reaction when you saw it?
Yeah, I didn't know what happened there, but yeah, that was like I said, a big scar. Just glad that he's doing good. But like I said, I think we all know that he's a tough guy, and it takes probably more than that to keep him down.
You mentioned the 3 points. Do you guys find that you're maybe looking at the standings more than you probably would have thought at this point of the year? Just given what's at stake.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, every game is so important right now, and every point is so important. So, I think it's good that we have to realize what position we're in, right? Like every every game is a playoff game, and every game matters so much right now for us. So we obviously want to stay on top of it and keep pushing and just keep building our game and getting points out of it. So I think it's important that we realize what position we're in, for sure.
We saw William out there. How's he? What's your sense of how he's dealing with it? I'm sure he really wants to be out there with you guys right now.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's tough. Obviously, we've all been in that kind of situation. You want to play, you want to help your team, but sometimes you got to listen to your body at the same time. And like I said before, you got to manage it and be smart about it at the same time, so you don't miss even more games. But yeah, I'm sure it's tough for him. We want him back, obviously, and he's a big part of this organization.
What's it like defending against McKinnon right now?
Yeah, obviously another good test for us. Probably one of the best players in the league, so he's feeling good. And I think I talked about it before the Colorado game in Colorado, that we got to help each other out to defend him, and obviously not show too much of respect, focus on what we have to do, and get back to defending hard, just in general.
Auston, what was your takeaway from last night?
Yeah, I think it just didn't seem. It's been tough to, I think, find that energy, especially early on in games. And last night, I think, was just another example. We just came out flat, and they were obviously ready to go. And our second period was good. Obviously, battled back. Then obviously the third is kind of the same thing. So I mean, it's a lot of hockey. It's obviously a grind right now. It's a grind for everybody. I mean, there's no excuses. We got to find a way to, find that jump and that energy within our group, and for a full 60 minutes.
What's it like, or what can you do to kind of manufacture that urgency when the schedule's like this?
Well, I think just executing obviously with our game. I thought execution wasn't very good, and when you're chasing it a lot and turning pucks over and spending more time in your D zone, obviously it all kind of wears down on you throughout the game. So I think just simplifying our game and keeping our shifts short, all the simple things that you hear, but maybe the cliche things that you hear, but the things that really make a difference, and taking care of pucks and doing all the little things. So you're setting up the next line for success, and you can kind of roll them over with all four lines and start to create that momentum and keep guys fresh.
Auston, you've been such a good home team all season long. What's the key to getting back to that place after these past few games?
I mean, I think just kind of what I just said. Obviously, we've got a really good team coming in tomorrow, and their opportunity for us to get points. I mean, we can't, we're not in a position to kind of sit back and be comfortable. Obviously, with where we're at, we got to, push and fight for every point, and every point matters. So it's just the urgency, level of urgency, the detail, and execution on our part's got to be better.
What did you guys do well against Colorado 10 days ago that led to success you can carry into tomorrow's game against them?
I mean, they transitioned so well. I thought we took care of pucks. We didn't turn many pucks over, and they've got obviously a lot of firepower, and especially when you go and play in their building with the altitude and all that stuff. I thought, like I said earlier, just like keeping our shifts short and setting up the next line for success, taking care of pucks, not turning it over, because they're obviously a team that has a lot of speed, a lot of skill, and they transition really well. So, for us, it's starting, right from the puck drop, making sure that we're ready to play and doing all the right things.
You guys don't play a lot of afternoon games. What's the secret to preparation for a start so early?
Yeah, it's different for sure. I mean, it throws you off a little bit just because you're so accustomed to playing at 7:30, all that stuff. But, I mean, in the end, it's another game. It's try to prepare for it the same way. Maybe the, what you're eating or the meal might be a little bit different or something like that. But, I think guys kind of enjoy the afternoon games. We definitely don't get a lot of them, so it's nice to kind of have that, and we'll be ready and get prepared for it.
What was it like last night in the building, just playing in that atmosphere?
Yeah, it was fun. Obviously, you kind of knew going into it was going to be, pretty loud and all that stuff. So it's always fun to play in environments like that.
Happy Mitch got some cheers along with the booze with that video tribute?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what you expected. It was nice that, there were some cheers for him during the video tribute and all that stuff. I think it was, kind of done the right way, and that there's going to be the boos when he's on the ice and has the puck and all that stuff like that. I think it's pretty expected. You've kind of seen it with other guys who have been in similar situations and stuff like that. So I thought it was a good atmosphere. It was fun.
What do you think of how Craig's coaching through the pain right now?
Yeah, I'm sure it looks a lot worse than it feels for him. I mean, he's obviously pretty tough, but yeah, it was pretty crazy coming to the rink yesterday and seeing that. Obviously a very tough customer, so glad he's all right.
And then Oliver as well, like Wednesday when he left that game, we thought maybe he was going to miss some time. Somehow he keeps coming back. What do you appreciate about his ability to kind of play through stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, we know how important these games are, and he's obviously a big piece of our team and of our back end. So for him to, grind through, we've got a lot of guys grinding through little things. Like I said, I mean, it's a lot of hockey. It's a grind right now, and just to have guys that are, putting it all out there and sacrificing for the team, it obviously means a lot to the group, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed. And he's battling out there. He plays a lot of minutes for us, plays against top lines, and plays in every single situation. So he's obviously very important. So it's great to have him out there.
I know you're speaking about the Olympics in a couple of days. Could you just ask about playing so many guys that you're going to be playing with and against the last few games, like against McKinnon, for example?
Yeah, I mean, I think on any given night you're going to play a team that's got really good players and elite players and guys that are going to be representing their countries for the Olympics. So obviously he's one of the best and always a challenge to go up against. But you look at our schedule here, and as of late, I mean, every team's going to have some really, really elite players and guys that when you go up against, you got to be ready for.
We saw Willie out there beforehand, so it looks like he's getting closer. What's your sense of how he's kind of handling it? Because I'm sure he's pretty desperate to get out with you guys right now.
Yeah, I think he's you can definitely see he's desperate to get out there and get on the ice. I think he's taking his time though as well and being smart and making sure that he feels like he's ready to go and go full tilt when he's back and playing. So yeah, it's good to see him on the ice though for sure.
Why I guess Craig, did you decide to not have a full practice today?
Play yesterday, practice today, play tomorrow, practice Monday, play Tuesday. That's why.
How's the dealer group handling the schedule right now, do you think?
I think we're handling it fine. I mean, I think that we just, there's been certain times in games, and not the full game, but we lack some energy.
William and Dakota both out on the ice.
But that's not an excuse. Like, I mean, that's mental for me. You got to fight through it. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for our team or myself. Like, it's just we got to find out. We got to grind through it. This is what I talk about. We got to grind, and it's a grinding time right now, and we got to grind through it.
I was going to ask how baffling it is day to day that you don't seem to know what you're going to get in that regards.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what we're going to get. Like, I don't know if it's baffling. It's just there's certain areas where, we've talked about, and sometimes it's baffling that we don't do it. That's what's baffling. We make the game harder on ourselves at times where we don't need to. I think that's a more baffling thing for me.
We saw William out there.
Yeah.
What's the latest on his
Yeah,
progress?
him and Dax skated today. I mean, so, we'll see where he progresses, Willie, here, and how he felt. I haven't talked to the trainers yet or him after his skate yet, but, we'll see how he felt. And, hopefully he can keep getting on the ice here and be ready to go. I can't give you a timeline on that yet.
What did you guys do well against Colorado 10 days ago that you think you can carry into tomorrow's game against them?
Well, I thought we played really good defensively. I mean, I think that, if you don't play, if you're not checking well against that team, you're going to be on your heels most of the game. I thought that we did a good job of that. I thought that managed the puck very well against them. We talked about that. You can't be turning pucks over against that team because they counter so quickly with some of their high-end players. They come at you. But it was all overall, it was a real good team game, team effort, and that's we ended up on the right side of things.
Is that kind of like playing a road game at home? That kind of mentality?
Well, it's the same mentality, and it shouldn't be any different, home or road. We should be thinking the same way no matter where we're at playing. So. Yeah, definitely it's going to be a big part of the game tomorrow. You gotta get on top of their big guys and take time and space away from them. And if you don't manage the puck, you're going to be in trouble.
Scott Lawton scores last night, plays just under 10 minutes. How does he play more prominent?
Well, he's been playing 14 minutes a night for the most part. Last night we were down in the game. I went with two lines in that second period for a little bit to get caught up. That's what happened there.
You mentioned on, I think it was Tuesday, it's hard to maintain structure when you don't practice. I'm wondering, as a coaching staff, how do you kind of keep the team tight when you don't have that practice time?
Yeah, no, it's hard. Obviously, it's been practice time is limited with the schedule and the Olympics, and you don't have a ton of time to practice. You know, it's video, right? We watch video and look at it and look at our structure in video.
What about Dakota being out there? You said yesterday that he was still a ways away, but we see him for the
Well, I know he skated, but he's still a ways away. It's not like he's close.
What do you think about what you got from Oliver coming off the injury scare? I think he led the game in ice time. What
Yeah.
about his performance?
No, I mean, it was great that he was able to play, and you know, he's been doing what he's been doing all year. I think he's given us game after game good minutes, and you know, offense and playing good defense too. You know, so it was great that he was able to perform last night.
You thought of going back to Anthony tomorrow or Joe?
No, Will be in tomorrow.
How much does having Stollers and Wall now at your disposal?
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, I think, you know, with Stoley, we still got to get him going. Like, you know, he hasn't had a lot of work yet, right? So, and again, it's hard because we don't practice a whole lot. So, but it's great to have the two guys back playing again
Does that
together.
help you kind of maybe go to more an even split than you maybe
Yeah,
on the road?
I think it does. But again, we got to see where Anthony is. So it's one game.
Was there any thought given to him starting in the minors to get up to speed quicker?
That's not my call.
Is there the thought early afternoon start tomorrow? How does that change your prep or their prep? The fact that you're starting so early tomorrow.
I don't think it changes a whole lot. I mean, I think, you know, we come in like normal and get our meetings done in the morning. Obviously, it's just, you know, you gotta, you know, it's quick, right? You don't get a morning skate, or you don't have the morning to like, you got to come in and it's preparation right away. And then when you hit the ice, you got to be ready to go right away. I think it's important that you manage the game early, simplify early, get your skating legs under you. You know, that's important. That to me, it's really important. And short shifts, that's going to be key tomorrow.
Talk about the players gutting through things for you. Was that the case last night? Were you feeling any effects of the accident, the injury?
No,
No, you were feeling fine.
I was fine.
What's been the reaction to people seeing you for the first time?
With this? Well, I think everybody, like, they're worried, you know, like what happened and all that. It's normal. I mean, it doesn't look very good, but just I'm fine, no. But it's like, yeah, it was not a smart thing I did, but it is what it is.
Did you ever look this bad after a fight?
No.
The other guy did.
I guess I had it coming to me, eh?
You know how many stitches they had to put in?
But you know what's the best thing is that I talked to a good friend of mine today, and we played together for a number of years. He was a real good NHL player. He did the same thing I did.
In the weight room?
Yeah, so I actually feel better. Put a smile on my face today.
But did he come out looking like you?
His more was his teeth and stuff.
Oh, how much
Yeah.
worse. You know how many stitches they had to put in you?
Close to 50, I think they said, something like that. Yeah.
What was the most you ever had in your playing days?
This.
This is the highest. This is the new high.
Yeah.
50
Yeah.
stitches.
What would have been the second place?
I don't know. I mean, I can't really remember. I mean, not close to that though.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks, Greg. Thank you.
Thanks.